Hello, 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 radio check.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. And this could be an important race for the RB driver.
They sit in 17th, and let's be honest, no one wants to be at the back of the pack. But can they impress us here?
Alright. Loud
But just
and
what
clear.
will happen here, your guess is as good as mine. The drivers are ready and raring to go. It's the Canadian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Hang on. Ta-da. Alright. Let's see who's here before we get started. Who we got? Dylan, the first one in. Congratulations, Dylan. There's Paul. Dylan again. Jacob Woods was his new account. Sam Bell's here. Hi, Sam Bell. We gotta get you back in here. Newest is here. He's asking, where's NASCAR? Where is NASCAR? NASCAR is going to be right after this. Alright. Y'all ready? Nobody's saying they're ready. I'm not going to go till someone says we're ready. I'm ready. Alright, let's go. Here we go. We are racing. We got Blanco in first, Rafa Head in second. Oh, it's struggling. A little bit of damage there that we're going to lose.
We've had a crash.
Conor McGregor, we're watching. Ooh. Oh, he just turned in on him.
And not much that the team can do about that one.
Not good for them already. Already not the best start for that crew. So, back in front, Blanco's in first, Rafa's in second, Woods in third, and David Dawn's in fourth. The same top four we've had. Fantastic start for Connor Brown here. He's fifth, Rivers sixth. And ours not doing too hot right now. I'm in seventh place. Menard in eighth, Gage in ninth, and Shin Hattie, the last car in the points, is in 10th. Behind her is the two newest cars from Sherman and Baby. And we're going to lose. Has just gotten a 5-second time penalty. Oh my god, it's happened again. We've had another collision. Safety car. That's Sammy Duff.
Something's happened.
Something
Looks
has
like the
happened.
Alpine.
Here's Sammy Duff driving around. Oh!
And you can just feel the frustration from the team watching on the monitors.
We couldn't go half a lap. We couldn't go half a lap. Oh, the stream is struggling. That's not good. That's not the game. Uh-oh. I'm gonna need the stream to do a bit better. Have fun with your 4 frames per minute. Wait, Blanco's gonna come get the safety car up here. Top 4 stay the same. That's 2 major incidents already. We're gonna lose. He hit his teammate. Yeah, he's gonna come in the pit. That's both the Racing Bull cars just immediately out. And he's taking Sammy Duff with him, so that's bad news for Turtle and Duff. But I don't think they've been here all season, so don't really think they'll notice. Ah, they're getting that time penalty. Back up to the front we go. Game's better now. It just stuttered a bit at first. Whenever there was a big crash like that. I have no idea who Chris Wright is. Alright, David. I'll try to tell you what's going on verbally. I expect all of you guys to try to show up for game night at least. We'll probably just play something casual like I don't know. Among Us would be the biggest thing. Maybe like some Discord games or something like that. Something low key. But Blanco is still the car in first. I know the stream is still struggling, but it's not as bad. I do have a bit of a storm outside at the moment. So that might be... Yeah, oh no, that's a teammate. I don't know, man. That's on them. Don't want to be that guy, but they won't really be missed anyway. It's still a slideshow for me. That's a funny one. Nothing with me, is it? I don't have anything. No, I've got nothing unnecessary running. It says I've got full bars on the Wi-Fi. It might be a YouTube problem, honestly, because I have I've got full bars on the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi's good, game is good. I mean, I keep a stream up on my phone, so I see what you guys see. I've always done that since season 1 of NR 5 years ago, but that's just something I've always done. But yeah, it's just stuttery. The quality's good. It's just the frame rate. Yeah, it's just the frame rate that's bad. This might just be a YouTube thing, because everything's good on my end that I can see. You guys can still hear me fine though, right? Like the audio quality is still crisp. Anyways, we're going to fast forward through this a bit. A still under safety car for anybody who's listening. The top 4 are still the same. Blanco is in first. I believe he got the stage point. Safety car is coming around that last hairpin onto the last big straight. Safety car will be in this time by. So, Blanco's first, followed by Hen and Woods. There's their tires. Just about everybody on either the mediums or the softs. Of the top 4, Woods is the only one on the soft tire. So expect him to maybe be making some moves. Well, the game's lagging hard now. Never mind, now it's fine. There we go, green flag back out. Whenever Blanco wishes to go. Blanco, take your time. Oh, it's fine now. Oh, look at that, perfect, it's fine now. There we go, green flag back out, here we go. Blanco waited a while, but the top 4 get off the same. Connor Brown is still in 5th. That's really impressive for him. If anybody sees Backmarker, I know he's been going through a lot of hardship right now. I don't know if this would really lift his spirits a lot, but it'd be good for him. As the Dylan Ferraris were side by side there, the Rafa Hen successfully defends from Woods. Top 4 still the same. Really, the big watch now is Connor Brown in the Williams. The Backmarker Williams is doing well. He's got River behind, NR, and then Paul Menard, and then Cannon Gage. So I guess if Gage is in 9th, the Williams can't be doing that bad. But we have not seen a backmarker car in the top 5, I think all season. Like on pure pace. And right now he's up here on pure pace, or at least qualifying pace. As we run now, Daniel Blanco is still out front, the native Canadian at his home track. Half a second behind his Rafa. 8/10 behind his Woods, and David Dawn is half a second behind Woods as well. From then, there's a 9/10 gap. Now it's a second to Brown. River half a second behind, and R half a second behind him. And everybody's still kind of together. That one camera angle on that back straight lags the game, but everything else is beautiful. Fastest lap just got reset by Blanco. He is on the move. Rafa Hen is staying within 1 second as DRS has now just been enabled for the first time on lap 5. Jacob Woods has fallen off the pace of Rafa. He's a second and a half behind. Under fire from David Dawn there. Successfully defends. Not a big passing opportunity here. There's really about 2 big passing opportunities. That's the hairpin, maybe the Wall of Champions if you get a good run, and then into 1. This whole back half of the straightaway, if you're about on equal pace, You don't want to make a pass. And as I say that, David Dawn went around the outside of Jacob Woods. So Dawn is into third. He's up to the podium. Blanco is getting attacked by Rafa Hen right now as Rafa Hen takes a look to the inside of the hairpin. They're wheel to wheel. Good exit by Rafa. He's going to take the lead. So Rafa into first, Blanco into second, and David Dawn into third, and Woods back to fourth. During that time, River has successfully gotten around Connor Brown, so that's River in fifth, Brown in sixth. NR is in seventh. I'm about to get passed by Paul Menard. Paul, don't do this, please. I've been passed by Paul Menard. Not a good showing here for NR at the moment. Fastest lap, that lap, was set by David Dawn. 1:16.7. Good to see the entire Dillon team here. There's no Blanco and no Guzman. Only David's here. And David's on the move right now. Hen has pulled out a 1 second lead over Blanco, but David is 4/10 behind Blanco at the moment. As we're on the back half of the straightaway. In that DRS zone on the back straight. David's going to have a good run. This is where he passed Woods before. Don't think he'll be enough. No, not close enough to make a move. But as we approach the hairpin, we'll see how eager he is to get around. Not quite close enough to make a move there. Don't follow in line. River is up here with these guys as well, so it could definitely be a 5-car battle here, at least for the win. As Connor Brown now has a 2-second gap behind him as he gets passed by Paul Menard. Back up here to the front, Blanco had a run on Rafa, but Rafa, really good job blocking there to be able to keep Blanco behind. That might open the door for David to maybe get around entering one. Dave's going to look to the outside of him as Blanco looks to the inside of Rafa Hen. They're wheel to wheel. Coming out of 2 and 3. Hen's going to keep the lead there. But Blanco's still right there on the gearbox. And Rivers up here with these guys too. He's keeping pace as there's Blanco making a lunge. And that's going to work out. So the Canadians back out front. Rafa Hen back to second. David Dawn back to third. Or still in third. Woods in fourth, and River is right there in fifth place. If River and Tyler were here, there he is. There's River here. River, you are on pace with the leaders at the moment. Yeah, you have a 3-second gap to your teammate Paul Menard, and then myself, and then Connor Brown, Kenny Gage, and Shin Hattie. Last car in the points. But we'll keep most of the focus on this top 5 up here. As we come down the long straight, Rafa Hen should be close enough to make a move. He's looking to the bottom, but Blanco's doing a good job defending there. Holds the inside. And Blanco holds him back. Maybe the door's open for David Dawn here. Oh, Rafa's going to make a lunge for the lead. And this is where he got passed before. And this time he'll get him back in the same spot. That's Rafa Hen back out front. Blanco still follows, then David, then Woods, then River. All 5 of these guys still right nose to tail with each other. Uh-oh. A problem with the baby.
But there! Oh dear, that's not what they need right now.
Don't know what happened there. Maybe something with the baby's car, I guess. Something might be amiss. He's running 13th though, already out of the points. Not a good season here for the newest camp so far. David, you should be focusing on driving. As Blanco's looking to make a lunge on Rafa, not quite close enough. On the back of Rafa Hen. Blanco with the run. Rafa covers the inside. Goes outside. Ooh. That was a good move by Blanco. He's out front. Here's David Dawn. There you go, and he's clear. So that's a Guzman 1-2. And Rafa Hen has fallen back to third, Woods in fourth, and River still right there in fifth. NR has gotten around Paul Menard and Connor Brown, so I'm up to sixth. Woohoo, go me. Paul Menard in seventh and Brown in eighth. Alright, it's home now. Yeah, River, you'll actually be happy. Not only did Tyler show up to the last F1 race, but Tyler actually attended one of our 2 game night competition nights, and he actually won the Brain Rot Kart competition. Albeit there was only 3 people. He beat Dylan and I, but still, that definitely gave his team a little boost, and you're seeing it here. As River is keeping pace with these guys. Don't think he's quite fast enough to make the pass, but he's keeping up with them. So one slip up from these guys, and here's David looking for the lead, wheel to wheel, into the wall of champions. Successful defense there by Blanco, but David's gonna have the DRS there. Yeah, the run's too much, he's gonna clear. Rafa Hen's trying to follow him through. And he does. Rafa Hen follows in David's tire track, so Rafa up to second, David into the lead, and Blanco back to third. Woods and River still back there in fourth and fifth. Now of these top 5, Woods is the only one on the soft tire, but he's doing a good job keeping the tire from wearing out. He's not pushing it too hard. His percentage is still only a little bit behind the guys in the medium, so he's going to be able to run this tire a bit long. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was tight. Rafa Hen looked for the lead, and then Blanco took a look to the outside. Don't know if River's in DRS distance now. Oh, I don't think he is. No DRS there for River. But he kept up with this top 4 really well there, so seeing a good amount of promise there. Uh-oh.
And as far as we can tell, they've got a fault with the car.
Very descriptive there. Thank you. Apparently something's amiss on the baby's car. Still don't know what it is, but something's going on. As his top 4 finally pulling away from River, but he has a almost 4-second lead over 6th place, which is myself. And I've got Paul Menard, Brown, Canigade, Shin Hattie, and Carson Sherman all behind me. Then there's another little pack here, if anybody's interested, of Roundy, the baby, Gord. Uh-oh, yellow flag. For what? Uh-oh, me.
Let's see what happened there. Right, let's have a look as we go into turn 4. And wide they go, leaving the racing line. They've got to be careful and watch the car there.
A little bit off track there. I saw they missed a spot when they were cutting the grass, so I just thought I'd help them out. Here's David looking to the left of Rafa. Now back to the inside, making a move in the hairpin. Not quite enough there. On lap 11 of 70 so far. 2 cars already crashed. And here's David Dawn. Good run here for him. Beautiful track, by the way. This is one of the most beautiful circuits, at least location-wise, in F1. The beautiful St. James River, I believe that is, on the side there of the track. Oh, I'd love the aerial shots of seeing that. Really cool. The northern rivers and waterways in North America are just so unique. There's nothing else like it in the planet. So that's really cool. But David Dawn, he's starting to pull away now. He's got a 1-second lead on Rafa. I don't think Rafa's going to have DRS here. That might give Blanco the opportunity to go around. Yeah, here he goes. Blanco immediately going for it. There he is. You see he's looking. I think he's side by side. Yes, he is. Wheel to wheel. And Blanco is through. I'm doing my best, Rafa. It's a bit tough. I'm a one-man army in the Aston Martin. I'll be honest. Shin Hattie's not really doing a whole lot. Well, she's in 9th. You know, she's not doing too bad. But back up front, David Dawn's defending against Blanco. Blanco looks to the inside. David gets his one block. Blanco to the outside. Ooh, not close enough there. He had to back off. That might give Rafa an opening. He's got enough slipstream. He's close enough to make a move if he wants. Rafa going to stay patient, not making the move. That's the racing IQ of somebody who's won 2 NR 2003 championships right there. Am I hyped for the return of Malaysia? I think it's cool, but I'm not hyped, if that makes sense. I think it's cool just because I never watched F1 in Malaysia. It's not like a big thing that I'm excited to go back to because I was never there. However, I do think it's a really cool track from what I've seen of it, and I'm excited to watch it. I wouldn't say I'm hyped, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. I am really glad that they did that. Because I remember I was talking with Dylan actually earlier. Oh, and Blanco looked to make a move for the lead there, but not quite close enough. I was talking with Dylan when the F1 season started about when they canceled Bahrain and Jeddah. And I remember telling him, like, hey, there's all these other tracks that F1 used to go to that they don't anymore. It'd be awesome if they did. As here's Blanco once again looking for the lead. Oh, he's ahead of the apex. Wheel to wheel still. That DRS might save him though. Yes, it is. Just too fast. Oh, now Rafa Hen's going to make the move on David. Oh, yellow flags here on the track. Oh, no.
Now we should be able to take a look here.
Not
Now
this guy
let's take
again.
a look here at turn 10.
I love that name.
The car fails to respond.
Hey.
Now they did leave it very late.
You're supposed to make a right turn there. Who, me? Nice. But yeah, he locked up there. Anyways, Blanco in first, David in second, Rafa in third. Well, Rafa, if you say you really like the track, I'll take your word on it. Oh, it's a big top speed track. That's not good. That's not going to be good for Malaysia. I'm happy they're getting it back, though. So if we end up, I think we might end up missing, 4. Because what do we do with the season finales of Abu Dhabi and Qatar? Because I'll be so for real, I think this thing is going to go on for a while. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get into the weeds of it, but I don't think we're getting out anytime soon. I'm just thinking back to when I was born, we were in Afghanistan, right? We were in a war in Afghanistan. And I was born in 2003. When I graduated high school in 2021, we were still in Afghanistan. So I really don't think we're going to get out of Iran anytime soon. So I highly doubt that we'll have the last 2 races. So there's going to be at least 3 races that at least should be made up. Okay, that's not too bad. That's kind of like what's it called? Kind of like Mexico-ish, where they have their 2 big straights and then the rest of the track is like medium to low speed corners. I think they could still do okay there. Here we go. Dawn's right on the back bumper. But yeah, Malaysia's really cool. That's gonna be fun. There's a couple other tracks that I'd like to go and see. The first one is Imola in Italy. That is totally off the schedule now. And I mean, we just raced there last year. F1 has raced there for decades. It's right there. It's still in perfect, working racing condition. David was really committed to the inside there. Blanco didn't budge. And that's going to let Rafa Hen through, maybe. Nah, not quite. Didn't have the exit. But David's going to have another run at Blanco here. Looking to the inside into 1. Oh, there we go. He's ahead. And he's got it. Blanco fighting to the end, but David Dawn's got through. So David to the lead, Blanco in second. But yeah, we have Imola in Italy. Still in perfect race condition. Yeah, River, you're probably right. We're going to be 30, 40 years old when we finally get out of Iran. Now, the problem with Watkins Glen is, as much as I do love that track, and I love to see Watkins Glen come back there. You and River have been battling, by the way. I'd love to go to Watkins Glen, but it is not FIA Grade 1. And I'm not 100% sure what that means, but I believe it's like all the safety precautions and stuff. Like, you look at the track here, like there's ample runoff areas in certain areas, and there's built up walls and barriers in other spots. I don't think Watkins Glen meets that criteria anymore. Because when F1 raced there was back in the 70s, and as we know, F1 really until the 80s did not care if you lived or died. So a lot of work. I have 2 tracks I really want to see. One is Imola. I definitely want to go back to Italy. I would love that. But 2, and this one might be unpopular, is Kenny Gage is going to be the first car to go down the pit lane. My other one, and I don't think anybody's thought about this, F1 could go back to Indianapolis. I know they still have the whole diamond cut surface or whatever, but I feel like in 2026, we can be able to develop a tire that can handle that. Indianapolis is still a totally super well-funded facility. It's a great place to race at. I know they're going to hate giving USA 4 tracks, but I think in this specific circumstance, it's worth it. Paul, I'm sorry. Where are we? No, that's me. Oh yeah, that's us here. Sorry, Paul. I got a 2-second gap on you. I'm just faster. I'm just too fast. But here's another pass for the lead. To Sonoma. Honestly, I wouldn't mind Sonoma either, but I feel like if they're going to go to the United States, the #1 option 100% has to be Indianapolis. It's such a great track. And I say this as a mostly NASCAR fan. I went to Indianapolis maybe 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. And when I went to Indianapolis, it was like I never appreciated just how big it was, how developed that whole city. Like, there's a whole like subsection of Indianapolis that is 100% dedicated to that track. Like, you take a look at what's happening in Nashville right now. Nashville is like, there's a lot of drama about tearing down the track or whatever. Indianapolis, the city, they love that track. Like even 20 minutes away, I was seeing like checkered flag decorations, and people named their shops like their little home restaurants or home little mechanic shops after the speedway, after racing themed. All the billboards were racing themed. I saw the most NASCAR advertisements there. I saw more NASCAR advertisements in Indianapolis than I did when I went down to Daytona, Florida. I was truly impressed. But anyway, Indianapolis and Imola in Italy are the 2 big ones. And if they want a third, Hockenheim or Circuit Paul Ricard in France, they definitely have options. They have a lot of options if they want to redo it. But I've also thought the F1 schedule was a few races too long. So we'll see. Are there any tracks I missed? Are there any tracks that you guys would love F1 to go back to? I did really like Watkins Glen. I wish that was a possibility, but I don't think it is. A lot of the cars in the back are pitting, but I don't think that's anybody who's in here. We got David, River, Paul. I saw Jacob earlier, and Rafa. That is true, David. Yeah, I did go to Indy the week before NASCAR was there, but still. Like, compared to what I see in Dover in Texas, yeah, Hockenheim, I would love to see that again. It baffles me that Germany and France both do not have a single race in F1, but we go to places like Miami and Las Vegas. What I would do to the schedule. And we go, listen, I know the Middle East has that oil money as David Dawn passes for the lead. I know they've got that oil money. I think is Jacob pitting? No, he just got passed. But 4 racetracks in the Middle East is too much. All right, I'm thinking 2, 3 max. I would get rid of Vegas. I would get rid of Miami. Take us back to Indianapolis. Maybe revamp Watkins Glen. and then take that last race and give it to either France or Germany. It's insane how they don't have a race there. I mean, we have a French team and a German team. Like, we have Renault, or sorry, we have Alpine. And we have literal Mercedes, the German company. And we don't have a single race in Germany. I just don't think that's right. But we have 4 races in the Middle East and 3 in America. Although we have 2 American teams now, it kind of justifies it, but still. That's just what I think. River, I think F1 at the Roval would be fun. As here's Ravahan looking for the lead. And he's got it. So Ravahan around, David. They've kind of left Blanco in the dust here. They've kind of outpaced him. So kind of these two, at least for this race so far. As Rafa just hit the fastest lap of the race. Well, on old tires. The Roval would be funny to watch him go around, but I don't think we'd have good racing. There's not long enough straights there. I wouldn't have bet his tires fell off. No. Uh-oh. Oh, Dylan.
But the car's definitely not happy. Surely some kind of fault.
So that's 2 cars now with mechanical faults. That's Wood with a fault and the baby with an issue. So another thing, because it's only an 8-race season, I don't remember exactly what I had with the components, but I want to say every team gets 2 components of each, and considering that most teams, if they're smart, would probably split it up in half, because 4 for the first race and then 4 for the second half. We'll probably start seeing a lot of worn down stuff here. Another thing, I don't think any of our... That's true, River. I think they could really make the Roval work if they wanted. However, the Roval, I believe, is owned by Speedway Incorporated. And I don't see them ever working with F1. Yeah, I would love it for them to go back to Paul Ricard. That'd be good. Or Hockenheim. Either of those 2. Both of those 2. Take away 2 races from the Middle East. Take away 1 from the United States. Give it back to Paul Ricard, Hockenheim. Not even take 1 away from the U.S. Move Miami or Vegas to Indianapolis. Is my 2 things. That's what I think. Anyway, these 2 are still battling it out. But yeah, we don't have any engine manufacturers here, but oh well. But we have engine suppliers now. We have 3. We have myself, Angel Guzman, and Tyler Stevenson. And there's a few different things. I'm going to let them choose what they want to invest in their engine. Things like reliability, fuel efficiency, power, so on, that sort of stuff. Oh, is River pitting? Oh, he did pit. River going to the soft tire. I'm sorry I didn't see that sooner. I was rambling. David's going to pit. Here we go. We're going to watch this. David's the first to come in. Curious, onto the soft tire. Same as River. I'm in the top 4. Stop the count. Stop the count. This is the highest I'm going to get in this race. I'm not getting higher than that. But Rafa Hen's still out front. Blanco has recalled the lead. Oh no, who's that green car? Is that Slime? Oh dear God. Watch out for this guy. Watch it. Oh, he's got DRS. This is one of the best drivers in the world. And when I say best, I mean worst. Yo, you got no big Slime. Look at the difference. Anyways, I assume that'll bring Rafa and Blanco back down. I think. Yeah, Rafa, that's true. I'm just now reading. But Rafa, that's totally true. I know F1 does cost a lot, as Blanco's through to the lead. Both of them did not pit. I assume Wood should be coming in this time. No, he's going to stay out, but I'm going to pit. What are we going to do here? Soft tire. Beautiful car. I don't know if David pit early there or what. I assume everybody's going to do a 2-stop, I would think. Most people started on the mediums, then they'll probably go one stint on the soft, and then probably the hard for the rest of the race, I would imagine. Yeah, all the way down to 43 now. So David, the first car who has not pit. Rivers pit, NR, Brown. The baby hasn't pit, but everybody else has. We'll see what David laps when he finishes this lap here. Speed up, I want to see. There's Paul Menard going into the pit lane. 1/6, yeah, he's doing 2 seconds faster. As here's Paul Menard getting out. Good stop for him. Rafa Hen still in the lead. Blanco still in second. Jacob Woods rocking it with third at the moment. David and River are both trying to do the undercut. I think that's why they went onto the soft tire. They'll undercut around them. River's going to undercut Jacob, and David's going to undercut Blanco and Hen, I believe, is probably the strategy. That's the strat, that's the move. "25 laps out of 70 here. This is, oh, by the way, after this, once this race concludes, we are halfway through the season, so that's pretty cool. Rafa Hen blocking David Dawn. David's not going to make another move to the outside. Or sorry, Blanco, excuse me. He'll just stay put. Rafa Hen is anxious right now. So far, at least for the first half of the season, maybe when these new engines change, you know, it'll be different. But so far, it's, we really haven't seen a clear #1 team. Kind of like last season as well, kind of throughout the whole season. Dylan and Guzman, they're 2 teams. I mean, you know, at certain tracks, you can tell, like, all right, this car's a little bit better. But not even here. I don't think we've really had a race where you're like, all right, yeah. Maybe the first race at COTA, you were like, yeah, all right, the Mercedes is definitely a bit better than the Ferrari. But after that, I think they've been neck and neck the whole time. Which is amazing because both of them are not here. Well, no, Dylan's here. But Guzman isn't. This might be where he slips up. And the same thing for the drivers. Rafa's been here the whole time. David's been here the whole time. Woods has been here, I think 3 out of 4. No, I think 4 out of 4. I think Woods has been here 4 out of 4. Blanco has only been here 3 out of 4, though. Or 2 out of 4. Because I haven't seen him yet. Oh, here comes Blanco. Here, we'll watch this. This is big. Rafa's going to run long. I'll be honest. I don't know how I feel about everybody going on to the soft tire. If you have the tires available, I personally probably would have went medium, hard. Or if you're going to run the soft tires, run them first, like Jacob Woods did. I know it didn't work out in the long run, but probably would have been a smarter option. There's Blanco coming out. And you'll see the difference there as David Dawn is already at the back of Woods. There's a 7-second gap between Blanco and David Dawn. So I know there was already a 3-second gap before, but those 4 seconds are going to be big. We'll see how long Rafa stays out. I think Rafa has been out long enough where they should really just commit to the overcut. Run their race. Get the best overall time. And they'll probably still come out on top. Or at least be in it for the lead. Perchance. Although you can't just say perchance. Yeah, Jacob, that's a good question, Jacob. Why have you? Yeah, your tires are like about to be on the seams. You're also holding up David though, so maybe that's why you're out there. You're holding up David. Oh, there, now you're gonna pit. You wanted to stay out to hold up David that straight, and then you'll come in. So we'll take a look at this pit by Jacob. Blanco's here. Onto the hard. I like that call. I like that call. I think this race is probably going to go green for the rest of the time. I definitely like the hard tire call. Especially because he already lost the pack. He needs to run a different strategy. I like it. Blanco. Welcome in, Blanco. You have just pit. Yes. Yep, you've hit. David went for a super undercut. That's why you're 17 seconds behind. He went for like a 5-lap undercut. Rafa has not pit yet, though. He's probably going to end up... he might even end up behind River. I think River might have overcut or undercut Rafa so much. Just because Rafa, I think, is committing to the overcut at this point. Which is probably the right call. So we'll see how long... The tires are pretty worn. I would not be surprised if they pit this time. They'll go for another lap. We could probably get 1 or 2 more laps out of these tires, but when you do the overcut, you don't want to super overcut. At that point, you're just hoping for a safety car or a red flag, which is probably not going to happen. Duff and McGregor are already out. They caused enough. Okay. Yeah, especially with that. Especially with David Dawn setting the fastest lap. Oh no, Blanco. Yeah, both of the Mercedes are flying right now. So Woods is committed to the different strategy, which I like. And we'll see. I mean, as long as Rafa has clean air, it's not impeded. Now he does have "we're gonna lose" in front of him, so you know that might be a problem. But maybe he'll pit this time instead of trying to get around "we're gonna lose." Maybe "we're gonna lose" and give him a little DRS. Who, me? Jacob could be doing a one-stop. Can he make it 40 to 45 laps on the hard tire? Is crazy. Nope, Rafa's going another. If Rafa's also trying to do a one-stop, I think Rafa might be going. I don't know if Jacobs. What's the percentage on his tires? 90. He could go for the. I think both of the Ferraris are going for the one-stop, and both the Mercedes are going for the 2. What is River on? I think River's also on the same strategy with the Mercedes. I think he's doing a 2-stop as well. Blanco and anybody else who have joined, if you weren't here. So obviously the top 4, you know, Rafa, David, Blanco, and Woods are, you know, in the top 4. Uh-oh. That problem just got worse on Jacob's car. I don't know what it is.
Well, yeah, right. It certainly looks like they've developed a fault.
It does? I don't know, Crofty. I don't know what you're seeing. But yeah, the Mercedes are going for the one-stop. Don't know what mechanical thing's going on with Woods' car. But in case you weren't here earlier, for mostly Blanco and anybody else who just now showed up or missed it before, maybe they were distracted or something. In this league, they will only have, I reduced, because I think in F1 you get, what, 3 gearboxes, 3, like, electronic battery ERS things, and, what, is it 2 engines? And then, like, you get a FIA penalty if you do more than that. I think I limited down to 2, 2, and 2, because obviously we don't run a 36 race season, we run 8. So we'll see. Oh, that might be, that's Paul Menard going around him. I don't know if he's down on power. Typically, the good rule for pit stops at most tracks is it's somewhere between like 20 to 24 seconds. So we go to leader. He'll probably, oh my God, what the, oh, I wasn't looking. Oh, we hit him again. I was
Now
looking
the
at this.
Ferrari's involved in this one. we're watching the Ferrari. Tries to get by. Has to be said,
Ooh.
that was pretty risky. The teams will no doubt be very keen to establish the full extent of the damage. And look at the team there. They all knew what that moment meant.
He just turned in on him. So now Paul Menard has wing damage from that. Oh, Jacob, I'm so sorry. You have had the worst luck in the first half of this season. Spun at went wide at Mexico. And then this. Yeah, Jacob might, Oh, he's getting a penalty, I think. Yeah, it has to be. Probably a 5-second penalty to Jacob. Yeah, there it is. Oh, no. Well, Rafa's not coming in, and here's David behind. What Rafa needs to do now is hold up David as much as possible. Stay in front for as long as possible. Which I don't think it'll be for long here. David's probably going to get by on this straight, I would assume. Just the soft tire difference. The tire difference is going to be crazy. You'll see David already passed here. Oh, well, or not. Rafa's probably giving it every bit of life he's still got in those tires. But David's definitely going to get around either here or on the last straight. Yep, there's David looking to the inside. Ooh, Rafa giving him a little block there. But David will definitely get by here, I would assume. Yep. Rafa, if I was Rafa, I'd just dive in right now. Oh, he's not. He's going to stay out. Ooh, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that, Raf. You might be pushing it too far. What's half of 70? Isn't that 35? Yeah, 35. Yeah, Rafa, I definitely would have pit that last time. Rafa should absolutely pit this time by, because David's already passed. There's no use in trying to hold up Blanco. You're racing David, I believe, at the moment. Maybe he'll get DRS here. All right, never mind. Rafa's got a bit more pace than I gave him credit for, considering he's on 37% tires. Look at the speed out of Rafa. Those tires are gone. We've got the Brazilian Lewis Hamilton here racing in this Ferrari. Oh, yellow flags on track. Oh no, Jacob.
Now we're just proceeding through turn 4. And that's where they slightly run off the track. That won't do the floor of the car any
Got
good
it too
at
deeper.
all.
Something's wrong with that car. That's got to be the mechanical part. He's got the time penalty, and he also has like that color orange mechanical problem. So it's just more bad luck for Jacob. Hopefully it goes away in the second half of the season. Hey, if Rafa can stay within DRS, yeah, Rafa stayed out. Listen, Rafa and Dylan, I did not give you guys credit. I thought David would just pull away, and he hasn't. If you can stay within DRS range, 100% stay with him, Rafa. David, I don't think you're supposed to run that line in the F1 games. But I'm not going to lie, I've done that once or twice. Mostly when Dylan just pushing me off of the track when we go side by side in there. Sometimes he'll just turn into me. Like that time. Where was it? Who's in turn 1? Here we go. Sherman's coming in. So we were here. We're side by side here. Dylan and I are side by side. Dylan's on the left. I'm on the right. Right here. This straight. He just turns left. He turns left there on that little curve. And he takes my wing off. That's just some dangerous driving. That's just dangerous driving. But I think Rafa's out now. Should pit. Perfect. I don't think he had DRS there. He wouldn't have had it on this straight either. So now he comes down. I didn't give them credit. That's a brilliant decision there. Oh, no, never mind. They ruined it. They're doing a two-stop. They ruined it. They ruined the strategy. I think. Unless they go medium, soft, and then back to medium. Why? I don't know why you would do that. I don't know why you would do that. Nah, River, you're in third now. A podium would be fantastic. I mean, Woods is out with the mechanical problems. Yeah, I'm not going to be close enough. Your lowest you're going to get here, unless you blow up or something, is going to be fourth. If anything happens to these three, even if they just get a bad pitch strategy or something, you could have a chance at a podium. Yes, Seth. Yes, NASCAR is right after this. Well said, River. This is truly a Ferrari strategy. Yes, Seth. I think I just answered you, but yeah. NASCAR is after F1, so we're going to Texas, so that'll be fun. Texas is a pretty fun track, in my opinion. We haven't already raced Texas, did we? What track did we race before that? No, that was Vegas. I remember a track being really underwhelming and boring, and it was Vegas. Look at Rafa's tire. I mean, yeah, but look at his interval to the leader. He's 21 seconds behind. David, you could pit right now, and you'd be 1 second behind him. They didn't do this right. They might still get the win just off of pure pace. Because I think Rafa's definitely the fastest driver on the track, at least today. Just the speed I saw out of those, like, 30 lap old mediums was crazy. Yeah, I'm sorry, Dill. I would have went with the hard there. Well, you chose Ferrari, I guess. Yeah, Seth, honestly, your drivers are not. I mean, you have Brendan Reed and Cody Hagan. What's first things first, we know how Cody Hagan does on the F1 game. So we're just going to skip past that. I don't think I've seen Brendan Reed in an F1 race for a while. But yeah, we'll take a look at the percentage. Yeah, I mean, it's 95 to 58. That's huge. But Rafa is at the back of River now. He'll probably get around entering one here, I'd assume. There you go. Back wing is open. River got a decent launch off there. He's probably going to try to hold on as much as possible. But I think Rafa's, yeah, the tire advantage is way too much. Look at the speed he held in that turn. That's Rafa through to third. But don't worry, David. He's got to get through Blanco. Yeah, I think Hagan could be okay. Yeah, you got to, I mean, you still have half the season after this. After this, we're halfway. This is race 4 out of 8. So you can maybe get it back going again if you can get Reed. I don't know where he went, though. All right, Inspector David. Lap time. Half a second. Which even then, Blanco ran a faster lap time than Rafa that time. But Rafa was passing River, I believe. So that was definitely a part of it. And River's still right there, actually. He's keeping pace with Rafa. Might even get him here. Yeah, they should have went with the hards. They still would have caught River with the hard tire. Oh, Gordon Freeman's going to pit. This is huge, guys. I'm kidding. But David Dawn's still in front. Blanco is 420 behind. And there's Rafa and River. And Ed R is in 5th. Good job. Connor Brown still having a good day. He's in 6th. Jacob doing everything he can to hold on to a points position. He's currently defending 7th from Menard in 8th, Shin Hadi in 9th. And if that fails, he's got Kenny Gage in 10th. Walker would be good if he showed up. This is true. Jacob Woods, I think he left and came back. What on earth, bro? Jacob, you have had the worst luck. Oh, no. Oh, you're just battling with Paul Menard. So, Jacob, you have a 5-second time penalty. And, you see how this is like a deep orange? You have the mechanical issue, but with the deep orange color. So your car is struggling, and I think when your car is struggling, your driver is trying to get everything, and you took Paul Menard to wing off. Where's the chunk? I think it's on this side. Yeah, I think he's missing the side piece. No, they're both there. He's got some kind of damage anyway. Might be underbody. Because he went over the grass. But anyway. Yeah, not the, not doing too well. Ah, sorry. You had god awful. Blame Dylan. Although it was not his fault at all. Just wait till the summer break and the new engines drop. The new engines will drop next race when we go over to Europe for our European leg. So maybe it'll get better then. But David Dawn's still in front. Blanco has gained a few tenths, and then Rafa is behind. All of these guys are on the soft tire, top 4 for some reason. And I think I'm on the soft as well. Yes, I am. Oh, Connor Brown. Oh, he's on the hard? He's on the hard! He's a genius. Okay, listen. Dark horse here. But Connor Brown's on the hard tire. I don't think his 65% can make another 30 laps, but that'd be 10%. That's 1% a lap, but yeah, that's not happening. Never mind. He's not gonna make it, but it'd be cool if he could. What do you mean you almost had Guzman and Blanco on my team? Seth, why didn't you do that? That would have been huge. Uh-oh. Brown's got to be careful. Oh, never mind. He got around We're Gonna Lose just fine. Somehow We're Gonna Lose is not last, which is astounding to me. Seth, Cody Hagen's in the pit lane. Never mind. He just came out. There he is. Getting passed by Roth. David Dawn is still in front. Nope. Seth, I don't think so. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm excited for tomorrow, though. That's fun. I love racing the F1 league. It's really cool to have a racing league that's fun. It's a shame nobody else ever thought of doing that except for the F1 league. Is it tomorrow now? Yeah, tomorrow's Monday. However, listen. Seth, at some point, preferably like literally next weekend, would be nice. We should swap. We should put F1 on Saturday. And you can do your NASCAR's thing on literally any other day. They can choose. Saturday's kind of my only night. That and Friday. Friday and Saturday is my only free night. So put F1 on one of those 2 days. I don't know, Seth. You kept going to the softer compound anyway. You didn't run the hard tire at all. You ran too soft and medium. Anyway, Blanco is closing. He's down to 2 seconds now. Rafa Hen's not closing as much as I thought he would. Up to 16. Might be more of a long run guy. But we have 30 left remaining. Connor Brown's here. What's up, Connor Brown? Oh, Friday can't happen apparently. Never mind. Saturday it is. This is when I start teaching. I'm not staying up. Yes, we go to COTA tomorrow, which should be fun-ish. I'm not the best at COTA, but I like the track even though I'm not good at it. Kind of like Austria. Austria is fun to drive even though I'm not fast at it. No, certainly not. No, COTA will eat through your tires. Not as bad as Japan, but it's pretty up there. Just wait till we get to Monaco. And make sure you have damage on. Especially for Monaco. That's the fun part. Yeah, that's just a wheel thing. If you have a wheel, the bigger the corner. When I say the bigger the corner, like the length and duration of the corner, the more of an advantage a wheel and pedal player will have versus a controller. Because with a sweeping corner, like at Coda, and Japan has a lot of them as well, especially Sector 1. That's where the controller really shines the most at preserving tires. You will eat through your tires so fast on a controller. But I do love Coda. Coda's really fun. Even if I like finished 5th there or whatever, I'll still be happy. But David has maybe Blanco stuck behind. Oh no, thank goodness. It's only Gordon Freeman. Oh no, it is Big Slime. Never mind, Blanco's past Big Slime. That's true, David. Oh, River's going to come down the pit. Now they're going to go to the hards. Okay, I like this. I like this out of him. River's going to be the first guy to pit, and he's going to go into the hard tire, which I like. I like this. You're kind of in between that range to where you go into the hards and you can push, or you could go into the mediums and you have to try to preserve it a little bit. But I like this call. Now let's see if he draws anybody else in. Because the other, I mean, everybody else of the top 5 has to pit as well. So if River goes out here and just starts flying, he could get that podium, possibly. On sharper corners, Seth, yeah, I'd probably give the edge to the controller there. Because you can make, with the wheel, you can make more precise adjustments, but with controller, you can make quicker adjustments. However, don't really agree with the whole straights thing. I feel like straight is straight. I think that's just everybody. I think everybody's the same on straights. But yeah, they have different strengths. Hey, some tracks favor them better than others. Like when we went to Monza. Like Monza is definitely a controller favorite track. That's why I did so well there. And I would have done fantastic at Belgium too, but I missed Belgium, unfortunately. But I would have done great there. I love that track. Yeah, no, Rafa's, he's only gained about a second. I mean, he's saving his tires pretty well. He's at 82%. Liberty Bibberty. Blanco's still hanging in there. 1.5 behind. Has a bit better tires than David. I mean, there's the gap right there. That's not much. David, you get half a tenth out of one lap being DRS range. Make something happen. Connor Brown's also here. Connor, I don't know if I said hi to you yet, but hello. But here's River onto the new tires. How's he running? Still yellows. Paul Menard's running fast, so apparently. Did he just stop? I think he did. Yeah, he's on 2. And River's on 2. So Paul Menard just stopped. He's running. Oh, here comes NR. Don't really think that matters, though. I'm not close. Keep it on you guys instead. Yeah, Rafa has 40% more tire life. I think what could happen here, what will probably happen, is the Mercedes will pit. Roundy has a mechanical fault, that's fine. David and Blanco will both pit around the same time, and I think they're both going to pit for hards. It might be too early to go to mediums. They'll pit on hards. Because Rafa went out so long, he's on the soft, he can go back onto the mediums, and then he'll have that advantage medium versus hard. Oh no, more characters. Oh, here's David. Alright, take a look. Probably see Blanco next time by. Yep, onto the hards. Now, if Mercedes wants to do something different, they could keep Blanco out here for another lap or two and maybe think about the mediums. Because Paul Menard's on the medium tire, so he's running it. He's giving it a try. We'll see. River just ran a green sector. Ah, but he's still slower overall. Maybe he had traffic or something. He's not getting the undercut that you would want. Listen, it's been funny. This entire season, David, that's not how team orders work. Team orders don't work like that. You don't do it for the win. Do it if they're faster. Anyways, 25 laps to go. Or less than that, 23 laps to go. There's one of Seth's cars. There's Brendan Reed. Seth, we'll watch Brendan Reed pit just for you. Now, Seth, imagine if you had a fast driver in that car. You could be scoring points right now. So, 8-second gap between Rafa and David. Blanco's staying out extra long, which is what I think probably would have been the best option for Blanco. His best bet is try to make those soft tires last as long as possible. Maybe another 3-4 laps would be preferable. What's he at? Oh, he's at 36. He's not going to make it 3-4 laps. Maybe 2 at the most. If he wants to be a little bit risky and go for the win, throw the mediums on and push. If he just wants to get a safe podium, throw the hards on and chill. So we'll see. And the same thing for Rafa. I would assume, Rafa's definitely going to go to the mediums when he pits, but I don't know, this is Ferrari we're talking about. They've made some awful strategy calls in the past. Oh, here comes Blanco. All right, let's see, what is the decision? Probably the hard. What? ¿Por qué? I don't understand. That's the soft tire. That's the soft tire. Oh, and it just impeded whoever that was. But that's the soft tire. He put the soft tire on. We have 22 laps to go. He put the soft tire on. That's the soft tire. Why would he do that? I don't. Why would they're not gonna make it to the end? Soft tires are not gonna last to the end, or if they do, you're gonna be slow. Why would they do that? And then they're gonna get held up by Seth Heyman's team anyway. I don't get it. Anyways, let's 21 laps to go. Rafa's kept those soft tires brilliantly. Listen, man. How long has Rafa been out here? 10 laps? And it's down to 74? I don't think he can make it to the end, but I think if he wants to run conservative and save the tire, he could get back into another set of softs. Here's Jacob Woodpin. Take a look at that. Nice red car. Oh, they're going to serve that penalty. That's smart. New wing. Ah, they used the classic teleportation trick on the tire. Ah, smart move. That's how you know the Ferrari crew is experienced. I haven't seen that since the 2005 Indianapolis race. When, who was it? Yeah, it was Ferrari again. Because remember, they were on those separate tires. I don't know what the yellow is for. Oh, no.
But this is what happened. Let's watch these cars as they head into turn 10. Well, you can see the lockup, and they'll need to be mindful of the effect that had on the tires.
I'll blame the cold tires there. Tires are just cold. So Rafa's still in front. I don't know if I like this call though. 72. There's no way he's going to try to make this to the end, is he? No, if they wanted to make it to the end, they would have just thrown the hards on. They're still planning on another stop. Well, if that was the case, push now and throw the mediums on. Or, I guess, maybe conserve a little bit and throw on another pair of softs. That is true, Daniel. I guess you do get some clean track. You're 4 seconds behind David, who is 7 seconds behind Rafa. I just spent $300 on tennis equipment. I just thought y'all would want to know that. You know, I thought like $50 for an athletic shirt was expensive, but I looked around at all the other sites, and people are charging like 70, 80 bucks for an athletic shirt. I'm like, guys, is this really what the world's come to? I guess inflation's crazy. I thought $50 for shorts was a bit excessive. Here's Connor Brown coming down pit lane. But once again, people are charging like $85 for a pair of shorts. Like, hey man, I love tennis at all, but I'm not paying $85 for a pair of shorts, right? I need to purchase a new racket though. Jacob, we need to play tennis soon. I'm really bad at it, but I love playing it. I played it today. I play it once a week. The only thing I can't do is serve. I just underhand serve every time. The rallies are the fun part anyway. But, yeah, Blanco, you're definitely right. As long as there's no safety guard, I think you still have a decent shot. I would have preferred if you went onto the medium, if we're being so for real. But, hey man, maybe you can catch up to David and maybe DRS attach to him a little bit. I probably could, but I was looking for a specific look. Most of the shorts that you can find at like Walmart or whatever, they're too long. Like, I guess it's the style of basketball shorts or whatever to be like long and past the knees, but shorts, at least if you're playing tennis or whatever, should not like even touch the knee. And those are hard to find. And also, actual proper shoes as well. Like, you go to buy quote-unquote tennis shoes. Tennis shoes have just become like a name for like a normal shoe now. Like, you have to specifically find like hard court shoes or whatever. Oh yeah, pickleball's fun. I played pickleball as well. What I typically do is we'll play tennis first. Oh, yellow flag. Fastest lap, David Dawn. Don't know what the yellows were. Oh no, slime.
Things look fine here. And round they go. And that won't do anything to help those tires.
Ooh, big slime self-spin. Oh, Blanco, fastest lap of the race. They're coming. They're really picking up the pace now. Yeah, I guess pickleball has a lower chance of injury, but I don't know. I like tennis more. I can play pickleball when I'm 70. I love the athletics of tennis, even though I'm bad at it. But a 3-second gap to David, 2-second gap to Blanco. River, unfortunately, is 29 seconds back, but that's still a really good improvement there for River and the Red Bull team. Menard probably could have had maybe 6th if he didn't have that little bit of contact earlier. And things went just a little bit different. But Rafa's staying out. Here's the tire percentages. Rafa's down to 66. I don't think he can make it. We have 15 laps left. I mean, are they going to try? Is that the plan? If they run a medium soft. By the way, I want you to realize Rafa Hen pit at just past the halfway point of this race. He went half of the race on one set of softs if he manages somehow to stay out this entire time. I don't, there's no way. Yeah, Jacob, I'm sorry. It's just, with how unlucky your race has been, it's just been habit to look at you first when the yellow comes out. Uh oh, is the stream actually bad? I guess it's lagging a bit. As long as you still hear me and get like a couple frames, that's fine. But Blanco is there on David. Let's go on board. Oh, he's going for it. That was cool to watch. So, Blanco has gotten around David. He's on the move, but we're going to wait for that tire to fall off. Yeah, 78 to 84. How is Rafa on 63%? Rafa, it's been like 25 laps. How are your tires at 63? I keep saying I don't think he can make it to the end, but there's no way he makes it to the end. Even if he does, I feel like he's going to get past. Blanco is on the move, and David is right behind. Yeah, they're right there. Oh, Dylan, I'm sorry. Oh, Ferrari, I'm sorry. David's going to be able to leapfrog around Blanco. Maybe, if they work together well. Uh-oh. Maybe Rafa dives in this time? Rafa, I don't think you can stay out, man. I know you're saving and all. I think he's saving. So, yeah, 15 laps to go, though. That's a lot of laps. He's saving so aggressively, though. He's really working hard to save his tires, looking at the percentages. But the pace is not going to be there, I don't think. I hope the stream's still okay. If you can't see anything. Oh, it is struggling. It is struggling. As long as you still hear me, see some pixels on the screen, we're good. David's back around Blanco, though. Probably got him on the back straight, and probably Blanco will get him back. But Rafa, Dylan, it's not good. Hopefully the stream's coming back. Yep, that's... Nope, David's still in front of Blanco. 14 laps to go. Rafa, you're at 59%, man. You're not going to have the pace. They're in DRS range. When are they going to make the move? Uh oh, there he goes. Yep, David is through and around, so David into the lead. I think if he went with the mediums, or he was with the hards, he'd have a better chance than he does now. I don't know if I... Listen, if Rafa pits, no, it might be too much of a gap, maybe, if he pits. I think Rafa's best bet is pit. He's already lost the lead. He's not fast enough to get it back. Oh, Rafa, what are you doing, my friend? That's not the right move. Oh, David just had the fastest lap, too. Rafa. Yeah, you're at 57%. Hey, man. You're 2 seconds behind at this point. but Blanco's got to get by. And he does so. Rafa, you got a 30-second. You have a free pit stop. You've already lost first and second. You got 5 laps to go, or 10 laps to go. 11 if you pit now. Pit, put some softs on, and run 11 quali laps. We'll see. If he doesn't pit here, it's over. He's not going to get back to you anyways. It's over for them. I think David's got it in the bag. 2 seconds in front, and he's got the tire advantage here big time. $11 more laps for David Dawn. Rafa's close to making a pass for second. And that's the highest they think they can get. Oh, here's slime in the pits. I mean, Rafa's fast enough to keep up with Blanco, but yeah, 62 to 54. Uh-oh. I think that was big slime. Jacob. Oh no, he's not going to get it. No. Yeah, not. Jacob's not going to get points. Seth Heyman's going to get a point though. It's good for Seth. Oh wait, no. Yeah. Unless you can somehow catch up with the damaged vehicle. I guess Rafa just battling for second now. David's too far ahead. They should have pit. Oh, Wyatt, you don't do a one stop on a medium and soft tire. I think they could have had a shot. Pit. Now Rafa's gonna look to make a move. Not the strategy I would have went with. I mean, look at that. They're almost equal in tire quality, though. I mean, Rafa definitely had the skill to make. I mean, he still made it work. He didn't get a podium. Might even get a second. He was almost even with tires with Blanco. Although I think Blanco's pushing to try to somehow catch David, but it's not going to happen. I think he might have a shot. Stay in DRS range. Still 10 laps. No, now Rafa's falling a whole second off. Rafa, you should have pit, man. Will there be time? Probably like, I don't know, 10 minutes. Like literally, I already have the skill point and everything for NR ready to go. Probably not a lot of time at all. Rafa pit. Okay, yeah, he's just gonna stay out on his 51% tire. Blanco just set a pink sector though, now that he did have Rafa attacking him. Do 20 minutes. No. Maybe I'll do 20 minutes just for you. You know, River, that could happen theoretically. I could give you a podium finish. You just need something bad to happen to one of them. Yeah, I think if they went with the hard tire, it would have been a different story. Daniel's not catching you, David. It's okay. If anything, you're pulling away from him. Oh, Jacob, you are in P10. What happened to Brennan Reed? Oh, we got DRS. You stay in this DRS fight, Jacob. We could get that point. But yeah, it's not looking good for the constructors for Ferrari at the moment. Now, Ferrari is actually still relatively mathematically in the fight because of Jacob. Jacob, no matter how bad you do, you are, even if you DNF every other race of this season, the whole second half of the season, you will be better than Emilio. Dylan remembers Emilio last season, and I don't think anybody else remembers him because he didn't do anything. David, it's Guzman. Let him by. Is that me? Okay, God, thank goodness. I don't want to be going a lap down. Shin Hattie's going a lap down, though. That's not good. Shin, you got to increase your pace. 3.5, 3.6. Rafa's almost got the same tire percentage as David. That's crazy. David's also pushing, too. He's cutting through those hard tires. David, well, you're gonna win no matter what at this point. You're pulling away. So, any closing statements for you guys? We have 5 laps to go. I kind of don't want to do Texas later. Just want to go straight to Among Us. Or whatever it is we do. Among Us would be fun. See how many people we get on. Yeah, it's 9 p.m. already. P4 is still really good for you, River. I mean, P5 was already really good, but getting in front of Jacob there is really, really good. We're going to have a NASCAR's newest car in the points of Sherman and 10th. That's pretty good. Dylan, not the happiest gentleman at the moment. Hi, Dylan. What's the move? Dylan, are you back home? Oh my gosh. AI this, AI that. I need to get an AI to run the NR races for me. We'll run Texas. So did everybody get a lot of candy for Halloween? I love that. What do you think I'm playing on right now? I love that clip so much. Alright, you guys are really excited about Texas, I guess. We'll race it. You did hear me right, Seth. Yeah, I was wondering if anybody got any candy for Halloween. I like following these Spanish Instagram accounts. Three laps to go here for David. Will there be a fight? Who's gonna fight after this race? It might be the Ferrari drivers and their strategist, but that's a fight that we've seen many times before. Two laps to go here for David, or as I call him. No, I won't do that to him. What? Why? I don't understand why they have a problem. Mercedes is 1-2. McLaren is 12-13. Oh my gosh, I'm saying McLaren like a European now. Goodness. McLaren. It's McLaren. Ugh. Didn't notice that. Seth, if you get your drivers together, man, you could be maybe contenders by the end of this season. David coming through the wall of champions. One more lap to go as he takes the white. Nothing can stop him now. Final lap for Don. Jay Walker is not on McLaren. It's Brendan Reed and Cody Hagan are your drivers in this series. I'm really happy that we went back to Canada. I know some of you guys were disappointed that I moved it in the schedule because in Season 2, Canada was race 3, but I pushed it back to race 4 because I think it's a good race for this final first half of the season. Anyway, David getting through Canada there. That last little hairpin down the main straight. Beautiful track as always. And with the end of this race, we end our American half, or our North America half of the schedule. And we will go to Europe for most of the rest of the schedule. As David comes through the Wall of Champions, a wall which he hopes to be on at the end of the season, as he gets the win at Canada. I believe that's win number 2 for him, so congrats on that. Having a great season so far. Blanco is going to come home.
Mercedes there, picking up the win.
Without doubt, a stellar performance. Something that'll be seen as a real highlight this season.
Blanco is going to finish second at his home circuit. Rafa Hen, even though he didn't get the win, still a really impressive podium, making the medium and soft tire strategy work. And River, at this point, is all but guaranteed to get 4th position in what is also a stellar performance by them. Might be the highest he's ever finished, I think, this season. Maybe even ever. So, really, really good out of him and Tyler. And R is going to come home 5th, and Connor Brown is a 6th, Shin Hattie 7th, Cannon Gage 8th, Paul Menard is in 9th, and Carson Sherman for newest will round out the last car on the points as he's in 10th. Wait for these last cars across the line. There's me. And here's Paul. Or sorry, Brown. Ta-da! Double Williams podium. That's just not true. That's just not true. But yeah, this ends our North American half of the season.
Sometimes I think you just have to accept that it's not going to be your race.
They'll be very disappointed.
I'm congratulating everybody in the television crew there.
No driver wants that to happen, but now
Beautiful
they
track,
just
man.
have
I
to
love
look
this
forward.
place.
Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
It's not been the greatest weekend. Both drivers need to step up and show what they can do, and the team have to be there to support them.
And that's it for this weekend's F1 action here in Montreal.
For the next round, Formula One won't be straying too far. We'll be heading to the dunes of Zandvoort and the lightning speed of the Dutch Grand Prix.
So, as you heard him say there, next race, we will be going to our European stint of the season, where we go to Zandvoort, Belgium, and Britain. And then, of course, we come back for the final race at Miami. But the big thing is, for the European stint of those 3 races over there, we are going to have the engines updates. So where the 3 engine manufacturers, myself, what's his name? He wasn't here today. Guzman and Tyler, the 3 engine people. They'll add their stuff to the engines. We'll see how that goes. That'll shake some things up. And I think that's about it. That's really the big change. So, I think that's it. I'll see you guys for NASCAR in, alright, because that's the 20, we'll give it 20 minutes. And then after that, we'll play some games. So, alright, this was really fun.